And next we have Lisa Norwood. Good evening, Mrs. Norwood.
I am a parent I have 3 children, an 8th grader, a 6th grader, and a 3rd grader. And my concern right now is my 6th grader at Johnson Elementary. His bus that he takes to get to Johnson Elementary every day is not safe. All of these parents are here to support me because their children are all on this bus also. And these 2 gentlemen right here ride this bus, and they will, they can tell you themselves what it's like. There's more than 65, probably closer to 70 kids on this bus. And I don't know if you've seen the size of 5th and 6th graders these days. They're sitting 3 to a seat, and because there's not enough room on the bus, they're sitting on the floor. Now, I've contacted Steve Dickey at Transportation as well as many of these parents, and we're not getting anywhere, so that's why I'm bringing it to you, because I don't know what else to do.
Okay.
Excuse me. So those buses, there's those children sitting 3 to a seat, some of them are just too large, and it's just not working. Plus, the 6th graders take instruments to school twice a week. Some of those instruments are huge. My son plays a percussion instrument that's probably this high. It can't fit in a seat. It can't fit in his lap, so it's sitting in the aisleway. If that bus were to get into an accident, children on the floor, instruments in the aisleway, become projectiles, that could be a lawsuit that I'm sure this district wouldn't want or can't afford. And, we as a collective parent group are at a loss at what to do because we're not getting anywhere. Well, there's 3 buses that pick up in this section. It's the Kennedy Hall area. The other 2 buses, not nearly as full as this particular bus is. And I don't know that there's room on those buses to take some of these kids and move them, but the numbers have to equal out because my son, they just don't want to go to school anymore. I can't. I have a daughter at Kennedy who leaves after my son at Johnson. I can't drive him to school every day, and I shouldn't have to. We pay for this service, not to mention that there's a lot of behavior issues because with all of the children that's on this bus, the poor driver just trying to get them back and forth to school cannot deal with all of the behavior issues that are going on.
Well, the issues you have raised are definitely a concern that we will look into.
Okay.
And you said you called Mr. Dickey and spoke to him.
I mailed him a letter, and I forwarded it all to you. I don't know if you've read it. If you haven't, I have copies of it for everyone.
Okay. And you brought your concerns to the board this evening where we have all heard them, and our superintendent has heard them, and so we will follow up with this. And you have left your address here. And I'm sure we have a way we can get a hold of you to get back to you to get in touch with you and let you know. Dr. Leop, is there anything else you would like to say?
No, I just add that I did get the email also and did read it, and I know the staff is following up on it yet. I have not gotten a report back yet, but I do know that they're following up.
Because it has been, 2 days. They did a temporary fix to the problem, and then they reversed it. And now the kids are miserable again. These boys will tell you when they took 18 kids off the bus, put them on a temporary bus. These boys were left on CC. They said it got so much better. They came home from school and said, the best thing happened today. They took 3 stops off our bus. And then a week later, took 9 kids off that bus and put 18 back on it. And that was just not a resolution acceptable to any of us parents. And then there was a fender bender in the parking lot the other day involving this bus. So if it can happen in the parking lot, what would happen if it happened on the road?
Okay, well, it sounds like they're taking steps to try to figure out what to do. So we'll have to look into that further and see what we can do in order to get a permanent solution, not just a temporary one.
I hope it happens very quickly because, these kids don't want to go to school. I love Johnson. I'm not a complainer, but this has gone on too long. My son rode CC for the first 2 years Johnson was a school, and I took him off that bus and put him on another one. But now there's just too many. We can't fix it.
Okay.
We can't fix it. And we're not getting anywhere.
Okay, well, thank you for bringing your concerns to us this evening, and thank you for the rest of the parents that are in the audience this evening. We do recognize that you are here, and this will be looked into. Thank you.